In today's video, I'm visiting Mirror Lake State Park in central Wisconsin with some friends, and we're going to try our hand at some kayaking and hiking and then visit a distillery in Baraboo and a winery in Sauk City. I hope you can join us. Mirror Lake State Park is located in south central Wisconsin, just a stone's throw south from the popular tourist area of Wisconsin Dells, which in my opinion is like Branson, Missouri on steroids for kids, and Lake Delton, Wisconsin. Hello.
Hey there, how you doing?
Good, just checking in. Do you have a trail map?
I do.
Awesome.
I take it you're coming in for a camping reservation then?
I am, yeah, and I checked that the folks, that site was open last night, so.
Perfect. And you
Cool.
know how to get there from here?
I'll find it.
All right.
Thanks.
No problem.
Appreciate it. I checked the DNR website yesterday night and it showed my double site as unoccupied, which means that I was able to get here as early as I could and not wait until the normal 3 p.m. check-in time. It's like getting a whole extra day of camping since I'm only 2.5 hours from the park. Mirror Lake is really this odd-shaped lake with two narrow main bodies. The park sits on the east side of the lake for the most part, and the opposite side is private property. Our campsite is in the Cliffstone area in the far northeast corner. Other campsites are scattered in the central part of this pretty narrow park. They're closer to the boat landing and the beach, while I'm closer to the off-property famous Ishnala Supper Club, which you can actually walk to from the park. All right, let's check out this double campsite. So there's one 18 and 19 together. So that's 19. This is 18. All right, that's pretty cool. These are pretty cool sites. Hopefully I'll be able to back this baby in by myself because my camping partners have not yet arrived. It is a double site and I ended up pulling in forward and then backing into one of the Ys rather than trying to back in because I just couldn't do it. I couldn't get my my truck to turn tight enough without potentially hitting the trailer. And the road is narrow. I've got a buddy coming. I'm not sure. We're gonna have to figure out how to get him in. Maybe coming from the other direction or something like that. Clearly backing in from the opposite direction I did was the solution, as Mike had zero problems getting in. Why don't we take a look at the beach area, which you can see on the park map. The video is actually shot the next morning, which is why it's so darn peaceful. I'm not sure if you can see it, but there's a covered pavilion with picnic tables on the hill. As you walk down to the beach area, there are restrooms and changing rooms. Off in the corner, a little ways away, is a children's play area and a volleyball court. You probably can't see it on the video, but they even left a really nice volleyball. The lake doesn't allow anything more than trolling motors, so it's always calm, and since it's shallow, it's warm, so it's a great place for the kids to swim. But there's no lifeguard on duty here. It's off to the boat landing, which is just a bit north of the beach. There are walking paths between the beach and the boat landing, and of course between the campsites as well. You can pretty much walk anywhere you want within Mirror Lake State Park, but I'm driving it this morning. This is a really popular place for folks to kayak for both recreation and fishing. Donations enable the construction of this wheelchair-accessible walkway and pier as well. Here you can rent kayaks for $17 an hour, which I think is actually a pretty good deal, and we're going to try that in just a bit. The water is so calm, and of course the water reflecting the trees gives the lake its moniker. How you doing?
Good, how are you this morning?
Good. Any luck?
I've got 3 small bluegills and some better peace of mind.
The weather today is just so perfect, we couldn't pass up a little kayaking. The idiot-proof pier makes it really easy to get in and out of without tipping over, and the calmness of the lake makes paddling a breeze. They rent both single and two-person kayaks, including life preservers and paddles. The only downside was I couldn't find anywhere to attach my action camera, so I had to hold it while filming. Putting it between my legs wasn't a great option. At first I thought the building to the right was a house, but then realized it's the famous Ishnala Supper Club. Wisconsin is famous for its supper clubs, and if you've never been to one, well, let's just say it's an experience as much as a place to eat. It was an interesting experience kayaking on the calm waters, while above, cars and trucks whizzed by on the bridge for the I-94 expressway. We kayaked for an hour and didn't even see half the lake, but I think my arms had enough for one day. Although not a huge park, there are still a total of about 19 miles of hiking trails, and about 9 miles of those are also bike trails. With my limited time this weekend, I was only able to hike the very short Echo Rock and longer Northwest trails. It's a combination of peaceful and noisy. The lake is perfectly calm. You can hear the birds, but then off in the background, the traffic from Interstate 94. It's a contrast. Maybe about halfway through the hike, here's a little trail. I'm going to take this, see if we can see Mirror Lake actually. Pretty cool. Driftless Glen. This is cool. Waiting for your husband. We need do you have like 3 seats at the bar? What do you need? Alright, what do we need? Cheers. Cheers. Oh yeah. gonna go this way. Test my knee out. Wow, this is pretty spectacular. You all happy with your selections?
I am now. I got mayonnaise on it.
I got what? Cheers to all of you. All right, what do you think?
It's kind of nice.
Yeah, I had that for lunch. All right, Mike, what do you think?
It's a nice white wine.
Is it better
It's got
than
some body to it.
Is it better than the sweet you had at lunch?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, I had this already, so I like it. Thumbs up. I hope you enjoyed that quick look at Mirror Lake. There's really much more to do here, especially if you have kids and want to visit the water parks and the Dells, have dinner at a Schnala Supper Club, or explore the numerous wineries and breweries in the Baraboo area. My next camping trip is in a couple of weeks to Willow River State Park in the northwest corner of Wisconsin. I look forward to seeing you there. If you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, just fire away. I promise I'll answer. If you're so inclined, feel free to subscribe. It doesn't make me any money, which I might have to rethink based on the stock market crash, but it's an ego boost all the same. Until next time, carry on everyone. Cheers.